Do you remember what it felt like when you reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and 4,000 watch hours and you could finally get monetized? You may have spent years or months getting to that point and it felt amazing. You may have even gotten there much, much faster because you figured out the winning formula to do so. But either way, getting monetized is awesome. And I should know because I am monetized. It took me something like 4 years to get there. And then when it happened, it was so, so cool. And I've actually grown my YouTube channel from something like 4,000 members at the top of the year to 85,000 plus, growing by 500 or so every single day, just a few months later. And this YouTube ride has been really fun. I mean, really fun and almost life-changing if I'm honest. It's just been so fulfilling as well. So every single day, somewhere between 6 and 12,000 people watch my videos, and half of them or more are new and half are returning. And so both of those groups are exciting to think about what that means. And so, depending on what you are talking about on your YouTube channel, your ideas that you want to make money from this. And so, if you got monetized, you know you're looking at that dashboard in the YouTube studio almost every day to see what is making you money and what is not. Now, if you've been monetized for more than a few months or even years, you know that each month most likely you're making a different amount of money each month. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. For me, I make between $5,000 and $12,000 per month these days, but I never will know at the beginning of any given month how much I'm making at the end of that month. There's not a real good measure of what it will be because it will depend on those videos, on those views, on the individual CTR, but CPMs, RPMs, so how much YouTube is paying me RPM per thousand views. You know all of that. You look at that. That's why you clicked on this video because you could tell we were going to get into something cool. So, another thing that has come into my life this year that has made all the difference, and it too has created so much opportunity for me and made me look at things in a way that I never have before, is that I have discovered more of a way to have consistent recurring revenue monthly and also growing recurring revenue monthly. It's something that I think every YouTuber who is wanting to make money should consider and be aware of to make that determination. That's why I wanted to tell you about it today. So, what I'm doing is something that got me in the room with Alex Hormozy just a couple of weekends ago in Vegas. I was at his headquarters. If you're not familiar with Alex, look him up. Alex Hormozy, really interesting guy, and is just dominating on YouTube and just knows what he's doing. But I was able to spend an entire day with him and a few other people, just very intimate gathering. I did not pay him to go to his HQ because people can pay him to do that. I didn't do that. In fact, I made money from something he was working on, and then was invited because I made so much money from that. I was invited to help him and his team and everyone else who was involved learn what I did to make that money. And in turn, I got to learn from him and I got to learn from everyone else in the room. And it was something that really, I may have been the oldest person in that room. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I think I was. I think I am at 44. At the ripe old age of 44, I was the oldest person in the room. But it was really interesting to see the people in there who were using YouTube in the way that I'm now using YouTube to make 5 figures per month or even 6 figures per month to really change everything about their channel. And their channel, let me go back and say, if you're making $1,000, two, three, five plus $1,000 per month on YouTube, That is amazing. That is nothing to sneeze at. In fact, my brother makes a lot of money on YouTube through his channel, where he has so many subscribers, and his is an entertainment channel. So I'm not saying that that's not cool or it's not great. You worked hard to get there, and it's probably very fulfilling. What I am saying though is that there is a way to add to that. There is a way to 2x that or more overnight. Overnight. So if you're locked in, you want to know what I'm talking about, let me tell you what is going on. You have heard of memberships before. YouTube has memberships, communities. They have a way for you to monetize that way. I had a membership for a year and a half, and it was actually really cool. I was excited about it, but it started to fade out, and it wasn't really bringing on new members. It wasn't doing the thing that I wanted it to do until I found this platform that Alex Hormozy and others are part of. And I really wanted to take a look. And let me tell you this, at first, I looked at it and I was like, these are a lot of young guys. They're not really my target audience. I don't know if this is for me. But the more I dug in, because I have an open mind and an open heart, the more I dug in and looked at it from a place of abundance and not scarcity, that mindset that I talk about so often, the more I saw a gold mine, an absolute gold mine, that if you don't see yourself represented there right now, means that there is an incredible opportunity for you to be there. Let me think about that for a second. If you do not see yourself on the platform that I'm about to describe to you, that means that you have an incredible opportunity to stake your claim and be that person, be that guru, be that, voice that is missing, and then others will follow you. What I'm talking about is a platform called School, Skool. You may have heard about it in the background, may have seen an ad served to you on Instagram, maybe of Alex wearing a toga outfit for some reason. I mean, it works, so it works. And School is a platform that hosts memberships. Why is it different? Why am I talking about this? Why am I so excited about it? Well, in the last 3 months, since starting on it, since leaving the other platform I was on, thinking I was going to sunset my membership, I've made $200,000, $200,000 in 3 months using School as the platform. It is just so user friendly, and it is built for the host to get the most out of the membership and its members, the best user experience and the most fulfillment, and therefore people stay on it for longer and longer, and you get this opportunity to have people giving recurring monthly revenue on a platform that you can get started with in a couple of hours. It's super super easy. The tech, you don't have to know anything about tech. You don't have to know anything about tech. If you can start a YouTube channel, you can start a School membership, and I have 5 of them now, and I don't recommend that starting out. I'm just telling you about it. I have my main one, Arlan's All Access, that I'll link to in the description so you can check it out and see what I'm up to. And I also teach you how to use YouTube and memberships to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in addition to your monetization. But I started these 2 other memberships of the 5, and I measured it. It took me 3 hours to launch these 2 other memberships, and I made, with one of them, I made $3,000 in the first couple of weeks, and it was a low ticket membership. So going back to this platform and why you would even want to do memberships. Memberships give you a chance to not just be the static character who people are seeing on their screen every day on YouTube, but to actually interact and be part of their world and vice versa. You can, you know, get a lot from those comments. I love seeing the comments. I hold them so I can approve each one, so I can read every single one, and also because some people are not very nice, but I approve every single comment. So thousands of comments every month I get to read and react to, and it's great. But I can't tell you what one of the commenters looks like, or where they live, or what they believe in, or what's important to them, what they do for a living. I don't know that information about the commenters, but I can tell you what 400 people inside of my school membership are, where they live, what they look like, what's important to them, what they do for a living, and what their hopes are. And I can tell you that because the membership is just a whole different level. Now, about I would say 95% of the people in my membership who are doing memberships, because you get to choose, who are doing memberships, they're on the school platform themselves. They like it a lot too. There's maybe 5% who are on like Teachable or somewhere else, but truly, or Circle or something like that. But truly, school has just been the breakthrough. If you take nothing else from this video, take that school, the platform, like, earmark this, because come back to it when you see, like, school is just, it's going to explode in 2025. It's absolutely going to explode. Everyone's going to be talking about it. It's been around for 5 years, and it's now just on my radar in the last few months. It's going to blow up. And I just think that there's this opportunity for you as a YouTube aficionado, someone who is now really into YouTube, to not just get monetized from those monthly ad revenue checks, which are amazing. I'm so excited about them. So cool, and so thankful to the audience for watching those ads at the beginning or mid-roll. But there's more. There is more. And the way you do that is you take your YouTube channel and you sprinkle calls to action throughout. You don't even have to take on sponsorship if you don't want to. Like, how many people really love doing sponsored videos? If you love that, that's cool. And if you're getting a ton of those, that's awesome. Honestly, do you. Like, I'm not here to judge. I'm just like, I got an email from someone a few weeks ago, and they're like, I'll give you $3,000 to talk about this website creator. And I had never heard of the website creator. I'm sure it was cool. I looked at it, it looked legit. I just wasn't passionate about it. So I was like, $3,000 would be cool. Like, that would be great, But why would I want to promote something that I've never used before, and I don't have a passion for it? And I thought about, like, if my model was going to be sponsorships of these videos, I'd be out of luck, because I would be, spending a lot of time saying no to really good offers. And sometimes people don't even get offered. I know that's a privilege to be offered, and sometimes people just don't get offered. So what do? You rely on ads only, and that's really not going to take you super far. It's going to be awesome, but it's not going to take you so far unless you're like my brother and it's just like, it's just enough, right? It's a lot of money coming through, but that's like a very few number of YouTubers. So let's say you have 1,000 to 100,000 users, I'm sorry, subscribers, or maybe even 100,000 to a million subscribers. And you're relying only on that YouTube monetization because you don't want to go out and like learn new technology or build a whole agency team to do a service or any of that stuff that you learn about drop shipping and affiliates and all of that. Those things have their place, and some people are very successful at those things. But I think the simplest way to do this is to start a membership. Definitely start it on school, because it's the simplest platform that has a lot of network effects going for it right now, and will probably quadruple over the next year. And then set up a place that's like a fun hangout that also helps someone with the transformation that has to do with your channel, and send them there, send that traffic there to the about page. You don't even have to have a funnel or anything like that. Your videos are part of the funnel. You have videos, and either a video talks about it every once in a while, like you're your own commercial, your own sponsor, or it doesn't talk about it at all, and you just have it in the description and people can link off of it if they see it, or you make it every once in a while an entire video about it and you send people to it. But it's your choice because it's your channel. And then bring that traffic in, start to really figure out, the conversion rates. Is it 1%, 2% of the people seeing it signing up? and bring them in. And what a lot of people do, and this is what I teach inside of Arlen's All Access, which I'll link to below if you want to join, I teach you how to start a free membership so that you can actually have a cool freebie for people, like a lead magnet for people. They don't even have to pay you anything right away. You just have a cool, valuable membership that nobody pays for. You pay $100 a month for it because it's on school, really cheap, and then you nurture that, and maybe you give them like videos early, or you ask them for their suggestions for videos, or you play with, you have fun with it, and then you have some sort of offer. Maybe you have a course that's there that people can pay extra for. Maybe you have a workshop. Maybe you have a service, like you do help people with something, setting up their lighting or setting up their uh, tech, or something that you do. Or maybe you have a paid membership that's separate, that you funnel people into who want more from you. Sometimes people jump on phone calls. I've been teaching people to do that. You jump on phone calls or Zooms with some of the people in your free membership, and you see if you can help them. And maybe you have like a one-on-one coaching offer, or you hire someone to do coaching for you and you just helping to make that happen. There's a lot of there are a lot of options that don't take any tech knowledge, they don't take a lot of time, and it's something that you can kind of set up and then have on this recurring revenue basis. And it's really cool. It's very, very cool. I've done this all in 3 months. I've set it up to where I'm making like, well, the membership is making like 60 to $80,000 a month, just like clockwork. And I'm teaching other people to do that. And yeah, I mean, it's so cool. So one of the things I did, one of my memberships is Arlen's All Access, and I teach you exactly how to get your YouTube to a point where you're making, you're monetized, because you're already monetized, but you're making even more money monetized on YouTube. You're bringing in more and more viewers, you're attracting more people, and then you're using YouTube to send that really, really warm traffic to you. And then I teach you how to build the school membership every step of the way. And we have things for people who are beginners, who don't want to do a lot of work. We have things for people who want to dive right in. We teach you sales. We teach you all the things you need to know, traffic, marketing, all of that. And of course, if you're not a YouTuber, you can also join. I just wanted you to know, as a YouTuber, that this is an option for you, because there are like thousands, hundreds of thousands of people right now who have 1,000 to 100,000, or 100,000 to 1 million subscribers, and they don't know how to monetize beyond what they're getting. And especially if their niche isn't a high RPM or CPM niche, they may not be making a ton from that monetization right now, not yet. So this is a way to just 2x whatever you're making pretty quickly, and to have a place for your people to land. You don't have to do a free membership, by the way. It's just like one of the methods that I teach. I'm very passionate about that because it's helped so many people. But you can go straight to a paid membership. I've seen that work really well in our group. I've seen people making thousands of dollars with one LinkedIn post, because they got their system in a place that they can do that. I've seen people use a free membership to sell like $2,000 trips and one-on-one coaching, and just do that with like one 30-minute phone call, because they offered so much value in the free membership that the person was like, yeah, I definitely want to work with you more. And you just don't have that conversation that you can have on YouTube if you just have YouTube. If you have a website, if you have another company, you can also integrate all of that into what I'm talking about. So it's just a super valuable play. And I don't want to gatekeep that information and keep all of that to myself. I want as many people as possible to know, because I'm on a mission to help 1,000 people make their first million over the next 10 years. And this is how I think 999 of them will do that, if I'm being really honest. It's in memberships, but it's specifically in school memberships. And it is it's the people who have a YouTube channel, which, by the way, I'm teaching a lot of people how to become YouTubers. You're already a YouTuber. You have such an edge, such an advantage right now, that all you have to do is plug in the system on the membership side and you're good to go. right? I think that the people who use YouTube to then plug into this model are just going to win, 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 win. So I'm also telling people on the other side, hey, become a YouTuber, start your own channel. You know how that feels. Like you probably at one point didn't think it was for you, and then you're like, wow, people are watching me and people are getting something from my videos and I enjoy it. And, there's ups and downs, but ultimately you're here for a reason. So if you made it this far, I want to thank you. I want you to let me know in the comments. You're going to use a code word SOUL, SOUL, just because it's right in front of me. I always do these code words to let me know how that people made it all the way to the end. So SOUL, put that in the comments if you're still here. And definitely check out the description of this video on YouTube. You might have to go to your laptop or your phone to check it out if you're on watching this on a television. But go to the description, go to the links that I provide, and come on in and check it out because I think it could change a lot for you. It has for 400 other people in 3 months. So I know that it can change something. Even if you get one key takeaway that you get in the first 30 days, it's more than worth it. So come on, check it out, and I'll see you there.